Barnes and Leslie, we are your morning X. Celebrity Sleaze is presented by McDonald's. The best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
This is crazy news. The Menendez brothers participating in their own Netflix documentary.
This is weird.
After slamming the Ryan Murphy one, this is apparently for the first time in 30 years in their own words. Now, if you're Ryan Murphy and you've got the one that's out now called Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story, which is #1 on Netflix, how do you feel? Because this has been in the works.
And they're both on Netflix, right?
Both on Netflix. This one's called The Menendez Brothers, out October 7th.
So they're trying to be criminal even behind bars. They are dissing it knowing theirs was coming a week later. So obviously they're pissed, or 2 weeks later. They're pissed that it's starting after the other one and it got a head start. I'm
so shocked by this. And of course, they're not happy about this one because it portrays this incestuous relationship between the brothers. Because I don't know if you remember that, but during the trial, Lyle, in 95, Lyle testified that he had molested Eric. And they show this in Monsters.
But why not take a different POV and say, oh, Monsters is going to really help promote watching our documentary if they're so... You know what I mean? Like, why would you take that angle?
And then they have Tammy, the wife, on social media giving this statement from Eric about how mad he is. I was just shocked about this. And again, how do you feel like Ryan Murphy's got to be going, what?
That's who I want. Tammy Ruth or whatever her name is. I want a documentary on her. I bet
Tammy Menendez?
I bet she's way more. Yeah, the girl who married him, didn't even know him. And
they got married in jail. Remember yesterday, I documented the Twinkie was the cake.
Exactly. He's a felon, and she just wanted to get in some of that. That's who I want a documentary on, and all of her friends.
Now, let me ask you about this. I thought all these reality shows that you watch have background checks.
Easy.
Have background checks.
They do, but I guess, these days you can get around stuff easier.
Well, this guy, Gil Ramirez from The Golden Bachelor, he got a rose from Joan Vassos during the latest ep. Well, guess what? His past came to light. He was an educator from California. He had a temporary domestic violence restraining order filed against him 3 months ago from an ex-girlfriend.
Yep.
Over allegations of stalking.
Reality Steve broke that story, and then all the news picked up on it very, very quickly. But the problem with these shows now is everyone just wants to be on TV. It used to be really, I think they wanted to do those things. Now, not one of these guys lives anywhere near where she has a life. I mean, this is Golden Bachelorette.
This is Golden Bachelorette, yeah.
It's not like you're going to pick up and go move to an apartment. I mean, she's, established in her life and has done very well, has family. None of these guys live near her. It's all just an exercise we're watching. It's all stupid.
Gave a rose to a stalker. Eric Roberts is apologizing to Julia, his sister, for taking credit for her career.
Whoops.
A public apology. Yeah. He has this new memoir out called Runaway Train. He recognized that his previous statement where he kind of boasted about being the reason behind her success and his niece, Emma, was not true and asinine. She has yet to publicly respond. I mean, do you blame her?
He's done it a few times. And it sounds like, I guess he's trying to reflect on, pull his family closer. But you've heard they've been fractured forever.
Forever.
I mean, they come from Smyrna. I mean, his mom was a big-time acting teacher, and Julia's mom, of course, a big-time acting teacher here. You used to have her on the show when it was, The Breakfast Club?
We did.
In the early 90s?
She was on the show. I know.
Well, I don't remember her name, and I don't know if she's still alive even, but she was a big deal here in Atlanta.
Demi Moore's been all over the place, and as I said the other day, she looks phenomenal, but she was also on CBS Sunday Morning talking with Tracy Smith, and all the pressures you have to conform to in Hollywood.
After I did G.I. Jane, where I all of a sudden had worked out so much, had changed my body over 3 times, and I thought, I don't even know what my natural size is anymore. I don't know what that is. And I had tried to control my food, my exercise, all of it so much that I just hit a wall. And I started to really just ask to be my natural size.
And it worked?
And it did. And I really stopped trying to diet and control And in a way, I surrendered. But I surrendered as in I let go and was willing to accept is if my natural size was bigger than what I would really want, then that's what it is. And I did find ultimately not only freedom in that, but my body became closer to what I always wanted by letting go.
I don't know if you saw that other story about her where she said when she was doing Indecent Proposal that she would bike 30 miles to the set and back.
And she was a huge star at that time. How is she going 30 miles on a bike to Paramount Studios amongst like touring vans?
That was just crazy.
There's Demi Moore. I worked with her. I spent 12 hours with Demi Moore, and I mean, cheek to cheek.
Wait, what time was that again? I forgot.
2010?
What show was that? What movie?
The Joneses.
Oh, yeah. And
David Duchovny was her husband, and I was their neighbor. And there's a scene it was on all the late night shows when she was making the rounds promoting it. She was nice as can be, but you get that feel around her, that major star feel.
Yes.
Like Duchovny, yeah, big star. But you get that like A-list. I know she's not really A-list now.
But she was.
You get that feel. This is when she was with Ashton Kutcher. And she was nice, but man, she was all business. And she smelled, Leslie, so good.
That's your Celebrity Sleaze.